It's already working. It's working out for me. I want to ask you a question. Oliver. Do you believe? Do you believe that it's already working? It's already working. It's already working. It's working out for me. Come on, everybody. It's a year of words in your journey. I really do believe. Oh, yeah. It's already. It's all working. It's working out. Working out. Everybody, everywhere. Say it. Sitting at your home, I really do believe. Driving your car. It's working for me. Don't you give up hope. Don't you stop believing. You're doing the wrong way. It's working. It's all out for me. One more time. From the bottom of my heart. Don't lose faith to the depth of my soul. It's all working. It's all He's doing it right now. He's working it out. He's working it. He's working it out. Behind the scenes, he's working it out. He's moving it out. He's moving it out. Don't worry about those people believing. Our spiritual father is moving it out. He's working it out. He's working it out. He's working it out. He's working it out. Decree and declare. God is working it out. I believe. It's all working out for me. I believe. It's all working for me. Working it out. Working it out. Working it out for me. Oh my, oh my. You working it out for me. I believe. I believe. It's all working. 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 It's working out for me. Oh yeah, come on and praise Him. I believe. Hallelujah, I believe. It's already working. It's already working. Already working. Erica, can you all hear her?
No, Bishop, I can't.
Okay, we can't hear you, Erica. Well, welcome everybody. I don't know. She may need to upgrade like I had to do. I had to update the app because it was acting up. But welcome everybody. Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Welcome everybody. Thank God for all of you that are present and accounted for. It is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. And we say, send now prosperity. If y'all could do me a favor, if you could invite and share, I would appreciate it if y'all could invite and share. It is a great day to be alive. Uh, if you've never heard, that was my new single. It's all working, and it's working out for your good. Um, I'm excited about your future, and I'm going to say what's coming is better than what's been. What's coming is better than what's been. Matter of fact, do me a favor and put that in the chat. What's coming is better than what's been. I don't know about you, but I believe it. And uh, I've had, I've had some great things happen, but the best is yet to come. What's coming is better than what's been. If you have not downloaded my CD, make sure that you do. I promise you, just like it just encouraged you just now, the whole thing will encourage you. EP, because it's not a full CD, but um, that's a little technical term. Um, I appreciate all of you being here. I won't hold you because I know it's a Saturday. Many of you are listening. Um, but I have a word that I want to share because many times we are snared or we can't move because we have people problems. We have people problems. All of us. We've had some kind of people problem. Some of us may be having them now, but we've had people problems. Some of us cause people problems to immobilize us. We don't move because, Langley, of people. Somebody can say something. I was watching the homegoing of the American Idol young lady for a little bit, and her name Mandisa. I wasn't as familiar with her as many, but I was meditating. I sit a lot of times at my desk an hour before I go on, Joy, and I meditate on what I'm gonna speak about, and God gives me more to talk about because I come with fresh manna all the time because I take this serious. And as I was sitting there, one of the pastors that she had been up under said something. Sometimes we're so bothered by what people say and what people do to us. Do y'all realize that what people say is not as bad as our reaction? I just said something. What messes up what people say is what we say back. We haven't learned how to tame our tongue. The smallest thing on our body has the most, can cause us more problems. Something that nobody really sees is the tongue. But the tongue can start a storm. The tongue can bring down nations. I feel it now. The tongue can cause people to walk out of your life. The tongue, can cause you to lose your job. Your tongue can cause you to lose money. The tongue can cause you to be misunderstood, alienated. Miss Dia, bless you. Can cause you, thank you, Erica, can cause you to lose everything you got. The tongue can cause you to be embarrassed. The tongue, ladies, can cause a man to walk away and say, I once was interested until you open your mouth. The tongue can cause a brother to be called sassy in these days. The tongue is powerful. But one of the things about the tongue, we have to learn how, and this is what this preacher said. See, I get something out of everything. He was a Caucasian brother. He said, you have to learn how to minister in the opposite direction. That means when somebody comes at you in a derogatory way, or somebody is trying to come at you a certain way, you have to learn how to minister. Jasmine, I invited you up to minister in the opposite direction. What does it mean to minister? You have to learn, as Michelle Obama said, that when they go high, when they go low, you go high. Many of us, it's a daily fight, especially when you are like me, you're opinionated. You like speaking your mind. I like people like that. I like people that speak their mind. That's why I'm not bothered when people say things that I don't agree with, because it makes great dialogue when people speak their mind. Some of you were in the room the other day, yesterday, I like it. But conversations can turn. Come on back, Kimmy. Conversations can turn on a dime. Well, I didn't like all of it, Kimmy. I know what you get. Conversations can turn on a dime, but you have to learn how to. That's okay. You have to learn how to minister. Somebody say, I got to learn how to minister in the opposite direction. You got to learn how to turn a negative situation into a positive just by ministering. I need us to practice that. I need us to learn how to minister. Hey, Javon, in the opposite direction. How many times have you have you given somebody a piece of your mind because of something that they said? You gotta how many of y'all that looking at me right now, listening to me on this Saturday, how many of y'all got favor on your life? Put a one in the chat. If you feel like you are favored by God, it just simply means you're one of God's favorite people. Come on, let me see you. That ain't a trick question. Maybe just a little bit. Let me see. How many of y'all favored? Well, let me share. Let me share this. When God gives you favor, spiritual warfare goes up. Y'all not saying nothing. So when you say you are favored by God, when you say you working your assignment, or when you say, Prophetess Nina Joy, that you got destiny on your life, or when you say I need a word of prophecy, you got to understand something when you say them things, that you got favor on your life. Spiritual warfare, what you're fighting, things that you were not even fighting, it goes up. Huh? Every time you get a promotion, every time that you are walking in favor. Look at Joseph. I'm not talking about him today, but every time the Bible says, and Joseph was thrown in the pit, but he was favored. But Joseph was thrown, was chased by Potiphar's wife. He was favored. But Joseph went to jail. He was favored. But Joseph got out of jail, and then huh? See, some things that you ask for, huh? You got to be careful, because the warfare, come here, Tamika, the warfare, it intensifies. And sometimes we want the favor, but we don't want the intent. And do you know who he uses? He uses people. My son, I need y'all to listen to this closely. My son Greg was sharing with me about a young man he grew up with. And he said, I'm trying to get him to see the bigger picture of what we're doing. Are y'all listening? This is $1 million seminar right here. I'm trying to get him to to see the picture of what I'm trying to do. He said, come here, Carolyn, come here. Sometimes he said, your dreams, Kimmy, come here, are only for you. Y'all not saying nothing. He said, Jasmine, I modded you. Jasmine's my new spiritual daughter, so y'all make sure y'all mod her. He said, Lisa, I come to realize, Pops, he the only one can call me that. Well, Erica calls me that too. Sometimes your dreams are only for you. But then I said to him, Kimmy, you can't make people understand your dreams when they ain't got them for themselves. Sometimes you're living in a zone that people you trying to get them to go to that zone, they can't reach. You can't teach folk loyalty if they ain't never seen loyalty. Huh? All they've seen is betrayal. Y'all not saying nothing. All they're seeing in their life is do unto others as they do unto you, or you slap me, I'm gonna say they ain't been taught to turn. All they've been taught is to take and not to give. So it's hard, y'all. I feel good. It's hard when you trying to teach somebody, y'all not saying nothing, huh? To have a vision, they ain't had vision, huh? To have a dream and they ain't never had a dream. To talk about loyalty and they ain't never been loyalty, they ain't had never seen loyalty. So you can't get him, I said, Greg, you can't get him to understand something that he ain't never lived by. I'm teaching, y'all just say, y'all ain't receiving. I said, sometimes, Joy, it's hard to get people to see. And the worst thing in the world, I keep telling y'all, is to tell small thinking people your big vision. Let me ask y'all a question. What if you didn't have to worry about people? What if you didn't have to worry about people when you do what you do? I mean, would it make it easier for you to step out and didn't have to worry about people talking about you when you step out? I mean, you know, soon as you make an announcement, then here comes everybody who she thinks she is. Who told her that now Tamika just doing too much. She need to sit down somewhere. And for some people, not none of y'all in here, that bothers you. That makes you want to go back in. Huh? That bothers you. You're irritated by the peanut gallery. Huh? That bothers you. So you say, I'd rather not do nothing. But do you know and understand that when people can intimidate you to sit down, or people can intimidate you to quit, you do realize that they win. Huh? Huh? I understand that when you give in to their antics, huh? You do realize, Mirabelle, that they win. And they're going to keep on doing what they do while you quitting what you doing. Or they ain't going to do nothing at all. Y'all not saying nothing. See, for me, I'm just talking about me, Kimmy, Langley, Carolyn Hayes, Carolyn Top. I'm just talking about me. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, Brandy. For me, huh? When people do that, I'm just cut a little different. I'm just cut a little different. Me and more. I'm cut a little different. Who's watching the room, y'all? I need somebody to watch the room because I can't preach and watch the room too. But Desi is here. Desi is one of our regulars. And Jad, yeah, and Shanti. I don't mean no harm because y'all get offended when I say it. But the mod badges is to help me do what to do. So y'all may have already invited her, but I'm just saying, all right, because you know, people get offended when you say stuff to them. I just don't mean no harm. All right, love all of y'all, but it's hard for me to feed and to work at the same time. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. For me, I'm just talking about me. I can only talk about me. You know, there are others that see this thing differently. They see it that intimidation and somebody talking about you is a time to quit. They can't handle the pressure of what people say about them because they got off the porch. See, when you get off the porch, it's for the big dogs. And some people, they got the porch mentality, so they stay on the porch. Because you do realize, you ever been walking down the street and you come upon a neighborhood and there's a dog that's on the porch and all he's doing is barking, and you finally decide one day you're gonna bark back at the dog, and he runs back in the house because the dog wasn't doing nothing but barking. He never was gonna come off the porch. He never was gonna bite you because all he had in him. Are y'all still there? All he had in him was a bark. The dog never had a bite. Huh? There are people that talk about you. They ain't got no bite. All they got, Sandy. Huh? Y'all know some of them. Huh? Just think about it. Yeah, we pass by that dog every day. Huh? And sometimes the dog is so little, his bark is whoa, 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 whoa. I never forget. Friend of mine was walking a dog, and little small dog, pickup dog, and that dog barked at the wrong person, barked at a big dog who maimed him to death. Y'all not saying nothing, huh? Y'all got some little dogs that's barking at you, huh? And all you got to do, huh, is attack back, and they're gonna retreat. Y'all not saying nothing. So when people, when I introduce something new, like a new mentorship program, or I say I got a CD and they say that he can't sing. I can't. I ain't the best singer. But I know how to bring in the presence of God because I'm an exhorter. You know what that make me do? Let me tell y'all. I've been prolonging telling y'all what I do. When people come at me and I know they got a little haterade in them, you know what I do? That don't make me retreat. Huh? That makes me lean in more. Oh, y'all don't like that? Okay, then just wait till next. Huh? Huh? I want you to bark, because when you bark, huh? That means you getting a scent of me, huh? You getting a scent of my presence, huh? You know I'm around, because dogs don't bark unless they smell. Y'all not saying nothing, huh? 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 They y'all ain't getting this analogy, huh? So when you come at me And when you throw all them things and say, I just come in. When you betray me, that means, see, betrayal. What if you didn't have to worry about betrayal? What if you didn't have to worry about people talking about you? It would probably be easier, right? But the fact that it's easier means you ain't really doing nothing. When people stop talking, that means you ain't doing nothing. When people stop saying all manner of evil against you falsely, that means you ain't doing nothing. For somebody to betray you, it means that you have to be doing something. If I'm helping somebody, put a 9 in the chat for getting ready to birth something. You don't stop because somebody is, because you ain't doing nothing. Well, Bishop, see, I like to play it. I like to play it quiet and safely. And I don't like to, I don't like all that. I don't like the attention. Give me all the attention in the world. Because that means I'm doing something. I want the attention. We depend. Here we go. Let's have fun. And I'm out of here. We depend on people's opinion to decide whether we gonna start or stop what God has called us to do. Let me rewind that for Celeste, Patrice. I said, ain't it funny? I'm not talking about y'all. Listen, Kimmy, y'all intelligent. All y'all intelligent. All right. Let me repeat this so y'all, Nina, am I teaching? Let me repeat this so y'all can get what I just said. Let me say this to you, and then y'all judge it how it sounds. People depend on people and their opinion to decide whether they're going to start or stop what God has called them to do. Now, lately, I know you to be an intelligent person. Now, let me just say this. All right, Carolyn Hayes, she talking about me. All right, who do you think he is? Got that music coming out. Night. He got music going. He got books going. He got master classes going on. He got the women's gathering coming up. Now he talking about he getting ready to start another mentorship and y'all not saying nothing, He on Clubhouse. He on every day doing something. I get sick of Greg Davis. I'm tired of him coming up on my feed. So then I say, you know what? I ain't gonna do no more because Carolyn Hayes talking about me. Then God says to me, but I called you to do it. Who's greater? What voice is greater? Thank you, Jesus. Give me 10 minutes. What voice is greater? What voice is greater? I'm asking you a question. I love Carolyn, but her voice ain't greater in my life. My grandfather, y'all probably act like y'all know him because I talk about him so much. As great as his voice was, as great as Bishop Morton's voice is in my life as a spiritual father. Now, if he said to me, hey, son, you might want to think about this, that, and the other. But out of 31 years, my spiritual father has never said to me, hey, I don't think you should do that, unless it's harming me, unless it's harming somebody else. Hey, I'm praying for you. Yes, sir. You doing it big. Yes, that's how you talk. Because those that are really in your life They're not going to, those that really love you, they're not going to try to stop you. They're going to try to get you to see it a different way so that you can be better at what you're going to do. Y'all not saying nothing. Huh? There is authority on the earth that God has put people in your life to be that authority. Y'all not saying nothing. But there is no greater voice than God himself. So we depend on, I need y'all to tell me by putting in the chat, that don't make no sense. Huh? We depend on people's opinion to decide whether we start or stop what God has called us to do. Does that make any sense? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Does that make any sense? Then tell me something. Why do we do it? Why do we let somebody's opinion of what we're doing? Huh? Well, actually, why do we do it? Why do we let people keep us on the porch? Why do we let people stop us from doing? I'm talking to mature people now. I'm talking about things that you're called to do. All right. I ain't talking about foolishness. I'm talking about in the will of God. Why in God's name do we allow Shakim for anybody to talk stuff and then we stop? You know, I would do more. I would do more, but I just don't want to put up. I don't want to put up with all that talk, Apostle Boone. I don't want to put up with all that talk, Patricia. I would start that business, but you know, my family gonna say I'm doing too much. And ladies and gentlemen, put this in the chat. When people say you doing too much, that means they ain't doing enough because they got time to watch what all you doing. That's a shout, Brandy. I said, when people say you doing too much, that means that they're not saying they're doing enough because they got time to watch you. I'm trying to get you to change the way you think about what somebody say about you. I need you to get delivered today from the opinion of people. If you've been here before, I want you to put in the chat right now what I'm about to say. I've given people too much authority in my God-given dreams and visions. I've given too much. And then y'all ask people. It's like you want to be beat up. It's like you want them. You know by now, if you got discernment, who to ask certain things, because you know that auntie always gonna be hating on you. You know your third cousin on your mama's side is always gonna say something negative. You know you got them haters in your family because friends will mess you up, but family will do you in. Why you keep asking people that ain't got no vision for themselves? The hardest thing is to get people to go where they can't even see. If you a leader, you know what I'm talking about. The hardest thing is to get people to follow where they don't see. Because friends will mess you up. But family will do you in. The people that betray you, betrayal comes from within. It's an inside job. Huh? Jealousy of the people that jealousy comes from people that you tell your stuff to. Huh? Y'all not saying nothing. Disloyalty to you comes from people that knows your plan. Huh? I can't betray you unless I know what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, in this season, you got to learn how to move in silence. If you are bothered by what people say about you, then you got to learn how to move in silence because you can't stand the chatter. Y'all not saying nothing. Some of y'all, you would cry if you see some of the comments that come across my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook. Huh? Some of y'all would cry. Huh? Because you can't handle it. But the scripture tells us something. Hebrews 13:6. I'm done. I promise y'all, we're not going past an hour. The scripture tells us something in Hebrews 13:6. So we say, Kimberly Dabney, with confidence. Kimberly, you doing hair right now? So we say in confidence. Kimberly, I'm asking you for a reason. I don't need you to do nothing. I'm just asking you for a reason. You're doing hair right now while you're listening to me? Because I got something to tell you. So we say with confidence. First of all, the Lord is my helper. All right? The Lord is my helper. Huh? Ain't nobody else your helper. You got to know, first of all, Winton Anderson, Bishop-elect, that the Lord is my helper. I need y'all to put that in the chat because I'm on the clock. All right. I've been watching the draft only because it's in Detroit. I don't even know what I'm looking at. All right. I went down there and they always say before they pick the next one, they say, I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock, y'all. Huh? I need y'all to get that in your mind. The Lord is my helper. The Lord is my helper. No matter if you got a boo or a husband, them people will let you down. Huh? You know how many people that told me I'd be a millionaire if everybody that told me, Shanty, when I get my money, I'm going to help your ministry. The Lord is my helper. When they get their money, I ain't even seen them again. Huh? Because the Lord is my helper. Huh? That's why I've learned to do everything that I ask somebody else to do, I can do it myself. Huh? Because the Lord is my helper. Huh? He finds a way to bring the right people in your life. The Lord is my helper. Y'all not saying nothing, huh? The Lord, Kimberly, can you hear me, Kimberly Dabney? Huh? The Lord is my helper. You got to get that in your mind. People come and go. People move in and out of your life. Huh? There are people that come for a season. There are people that come for a reason. Oh, she's at church. Okay. Huh? There are people that come for seasons. There are people that come for reasons. Huh? And there are people that come for a lifetime. No, I didn't want it for the notes. I'm good. I didn't know if it was something about, I wanted to say about shop, but she ain't at shop. That's okay. There are people that come for seasons. There are people that come for reasons. And there are people that come for a lifetime. You got to know the difference. Stop getting upset over people that leave that came for a reason and a season. Did you hear what I just said? Stop getting upset over people that come for seasons and reasons. And let me tell you something. It's going to be more people that come for seasons and reasons than it is for a lifetime. But no matter how they come, the Lord is my helper. Number 2, the preaching is in the text, Langley. Joy, the preaching is in the text. I ain't got to make nothing up. Some texts preach by themselves. First of all, I got to be confident that the Lord is my helper. Number two, I can't be afraid. Huh? I can't be afraid. Whatever he's given me to do, I can't be afraid because the Lord is my helper. Are y'all getting these simple principles? These are principles. These principles work if you work them. These principles work if you work them. Number one, being confident that the Lord is your helper. Huh? If you never get a plug, the Lord is your helper. Every time I try to get it where it came from, it never comes. Stop thinking that what you got is going to come from a certain place. It never comes. You help people and then you want them to help you back. You got the wrong principle. That's why I don't loan money. If I'm led to give it to you, then I'm going to give it to you. But if the Lord is your helper, then why are you afraid? Y'all ready for the shout? What can mere mortals do to me? In another text, it says, what can man do to me? Y'all not saying nothing. Nothing. They can't do nothing to you. Why? Because the Lord is your help. He even takes care of them. Huh? Yeah, that's deep, Jasmine. Mere mortals. Huh? Mere mortals. What can man, when somebody rise up against you, you can't do nothing to me. You can't knock me off my square. You can't knock me off my game. Because the Lord is my help. If you walk away right now, you know how many people that walked away from my life and thought they were going to leave me? Huh? They thought I was going to crash and burn. Do I have a witness in here? How many of y'all had people that walked away from your life and thought that you were just going to crack up? You was going to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Huh? They thought you was going to lose your mind. Matter of fact, some of the stuff you've been through and they saw you go through, you should have lost your mind. You could have lost your mind. But God, because the Lord is your help. Psalms 118:6. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? Absolutely no thing. I don't live by the opinion of people. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what people think about me. As long as God is pleased with me. As long as my kids can look back and say, that's my father, that's my dad. Anybody else, it don't really matter what they think. I love y'all. But you may turn on me in a dime. Because you know what, Kim? You know what, Joy and Wanda? You know what I learned from Jesus Christ, my Savior? There's glad day and there's mad day, Sandy. On glad day, Javon, everybody is loving you. You can do no wrong. You let them use your car, that's glad day. You let them stay at your house, that's glad day. You loan them money, that's glad day. Huh? You let them wear your some of your clothes and you buy them stuff. And as long as you got something for them, throw me something, mister, I'm good. But when you decide, I ain't loaning no more, I ain't giving no more, you can't drive my car no more because you don't put gas back in it. It broke down on you and you can't afford to fix it. I tell people in a minute, people be playing with me on the street, say, I like that car. Can I have it? I said, you can have the note, and can you afford to keep it going? So anybody can drive my car as long as you can afford it. As long as you doing for people and making them smile. But when you decide not to do for them no more, then there's mad day. And it's really a sense of control and manipulation. Because I like you and I manipulate you to do for me. But when you stop doing for me, I can't manipulate you no more. I feel God in here. Huh? I dare you to test relationships. I dare you to start telling people no that you've been telling yes. I dare you to stop paying for their meals. Huh? I dare you to stop telling them what they want to hear. Huh? What can man do to me? Man, I've had people walk away and say, oh, he ain't gonna be no good without me. He ain't gonna be able to function without me. He ain't gonna be able to live without me. He ain't gonna be able to do that without me. When you start understanding that man can't do nothing to you, they can huff and they can puff, Candace, but they can't tear your house down. I want to repeat it one more time. We depend on people's opinion to decide whether we start or stop. And they ain't called you to do it. I'm closing. I'm done. I told y'all 1 hour. Huh? We depend. And the Bible says, be confident that the Lord is your helper. Be not afraid. What can man do to you? Promotion don't come from man. It don't come from the east or the west or the north or the south. Because your baby daddy left don't mean that it comes from God. God pulls one up and pulls another down. I don't care if Biden or Trump get in there. And I got a favorite, y'all know. But even if the one I don't pick don't get in there, what can man do to me? Because God turns the heart of the king. The heart of the king is in the Lord's hand. I don't like that color. And you take it off. You don't like this color? Me? Okay, I'll change. I don't like that hair you wearing. Okay, I'll take it off. This ain't even your man. This ain't even your woman. This just people. Why you buy them glasses? You look like a dog. And then we change everything. We change everything for people that don't even care about us. We care more about what people say that don't care. We don't even have discernment to know that person don't really care for us. We're just so eager to have somebody. We're just so eager to have companionship. Somebody sent me a DM, a friend of mine earlier, and said, what do you think about? I'm going to read it to y'all. I'm going to read it to y'all. Oh, let me see. I'm going to read it to y'all. Hey, do you think men and women change for the right person? I said, I think they make adjustments, but you don't want them to change. That means you don't have the right one, because the right one will take you just as you are. And they'll meet your needs and your wants. Stop trying to Stop trying to change up for people that don't really care about you. I decree and declare that man can't do nothing to me. I decree and declare that man can talk all they want. They can walk away. One person will leave and God will send 10 more. 3 people will leave and God will send 33 more. Sometimes God be moving people out of our lives because we got too many people. We got too many voices. We're listening to too many people until you're almost crazy. It's time to live your life. T.I. said, live your life. It's time to get delivered from the opinion of people. And this is going to be the year. Before you go into May, we're on the precipice. We're on anticipation for what April showers is going to have bloom in May. I'm excited to see about what God does in May. But I got to ask y'all one thing before we go into May. Are y'all listening to me? Stop listening to the opinion of people that you know don't care nothing about you. I'm going to ask you one more time. Why do you depend more on people and their opinion to decide whether we going to start or stop? You know you're supposed to be able to start that business. Hey, Brother Willie Moe Jr., you know you're supposed to be able to start that business. But girl, you know this ain't time to start no business. You listen more to the opinion of people than you do God. You stopping and starting every time somebody say something. I will be not afraid. I will not allow the opinion of people. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up shall be condemned, for it is my heritage. You're frozen. You're stuck because of the opinion of people. What you gonna do? You gonna keep letting them barking from the porch and they have no bite? Or you gonna keep moving? There's some people won't even walk down a certain block because they know it's a dog on the porch that's gonna bark. The dog ain't never came off the porch. Never. You out here off the porch and the dog's on the porch. Out of all the times you've been walking past that house, that dog has never came off the porch. Every time you jump, you know that dog there, but you jump every time. Why you keep jumping at somebody that ain't never moved? Let me say it again. Why you keep jumping? Y'all laughing, but you know it's true. Why you keep jumping off of somebody that ain't never moved off that porch? Y'all will not move and get in the will of God, the purpose of God, at somebody that just keep on jumping. And ain't never moved themselves. That's where I'm done. The seed today is $24. Our Saturday seed is $24. Our Saturday seed is $24. 24 or 48. 24 or double it. The seed is $24. The seed today is 24 or 48. 20 people. What can man do to me? Huh? What can man do to me? What can man see? This $24. $ Greg Davis 10. Them people ain't never did nothing themselves. And you afraid of somebody that ain't never did nothing themselves. The given information is on all the screens. The given information is on all the screens. Just think, every time, Candace, somebody come to me on my chat, on the post on Instagram, I swear, Sandy, you there? Sandy, whenever I go look at their page, Brandy, Jasmine, whenever I go look at their page, they have like 5 people following them. They ain't even got a picture. I stop even talking to people that ain't got no profile pictures. It ain't even worth my time. Because if you ain't got enough in you to put your profile picture up and let me see who talking. Some people that's discouraging you from your vision, they ain't even got no profile. They ain't got nothing. Y'all not saying nothing, Sandy. Huh? They throwing a rock and hiding their hand. And you afraid. What can man do to me? What can man do to me? This is the 4th time I'm going to say. This is the 4th time. I'm very cognizant of what I'm saying and repeating, because I want you to hear it in your head. We depend on people's opinion to decide whether we're going to start or stop what God has called us to do. Does that make any sense? Does that, Joanne Edwards, does that make any, Dawn, does that make any sense? That I'm going to allow you. Let me tell you something. You're sowing that $24. You're sowing that 24. You're sowing that 48. You're doubling. There's 20 people. I need you to sow that today. $ Greg Davis 10. Contact Greg Davis at gmail.com. Givelify Greg Davis Ministries. Zelle Greg Davis Show at gmail.com. Venmo Greg Davis 1. Go to the website gregdavisshow.com. Does that make any sense? You're going to stop all of your movement for somebody that ain't doing nothing themselves. Have you ever checked out the people that's trying to tell you not to do something? They ain't got nothing going on. And we listen to them. You know how many people? Because the bigger the platform, the more people you got talking. They can't hurt me. The only way somebody, hey, Coffee, the only way somebody can hurt you is if you let them. The Lord bless y'all. Short word. You're sowing that seed of $24. You're sowing and say, what are you saying? It stops this year. It stops this year. Back to your Coffee. What stops? Me paying attention to what people say. Sometimes when people say stuff to me, it be so, hey, Carolyn's. Hey, y'all, Langley. Huh? It don't even register in me. And then they come back and say, you know what? I'd be like, what you talking about? Because I ain't, you think I held on to that? You actually think I sat here? Oh, y'all listen to me? You actually think I actually sat here and held on to your opinion about me? That was deep, y'all. You actually listen to what I'm saying. I'm done. You actually think I sat here and paid attention to your opinion about me? Thank God I got an opinion of myself. Because if I didn't have an opinion of myself, then I allow your opinion to get in my head. But because I have an opinion of myself, I have barriers up that your opinion can't get to me, because I've already made up my mind of who I am. That's why you single ladies, single gentlemen, form an opinion about yourself, so that when somebody come of opinion that's different and don't treat you like you should be treated, you can't be treated like you don't want it. No. Because you have an opinion of yourself. You're sowing that seed of $24 into this year. And you're saying, what can men do to me? The Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. And that is the word of the Lord for this Saturday afternoon. Were you blessed? Were you blessed? Sow your seed, y'all. Sow your seed. Sow your seed. Sow your seed. $24 seed. What can man do to me? All right. Thank y'all that are on Instagram. Thank those of you that are on TikTok. Thank you, Carolyn, Erica on Instagram, Carolyn on TikTok, Joy and Brandy, and all the mods on Clubhouse. I appreciate y'all so much. Blessings to you. I'm going to let y'all go on Instagram. I'm going to let y'all go on TikTok. Thank you. I'm going to let y'all go on Facebook, YouTube, and X. The Lord bless you.